What up, folks? It's your boy PJ bringing you another war recap. We have a special one, our arranged war versus UGM Gaming, and we beat them 86 to 82. It was a lot of fun. I actually wasn't in the war. I was traveling this weekend, but got to watch it. Really enjoyed it. It really came down to cleaning the Town Hall 9s. They didn't clean all of our Town Hall 9s. I think they left 4 unstarred, not 3-starred. Maybe 5, and we only left 1 not 3-starred, and that was the difference. Yeah, they had 5 and we only had 1, so that's the 4-star spread. They did have some really close ones. They almost 3-starred a couple of our Town Hall 10s, and they had some very near misses on our Town Hall 9s. We had our one Town Hall 9 that was not 3-starred is 98%. So that's the story of the war. 26 3-stars versus 22 to them. Let's get into some attacks. We have some real fun ones. We're going to start off showing Alex versus number 6. Alex is going to bring some suicide dragons with a Shattered GoHo. The suicide dragons, he's going to prep his funnel there. He's got a giant going in and a couple whiz, and he has a minion working on that top elixir collector. And then here at the bottom, he's going to start with his GoHo portion of the attack. He's got golems and whiz creating the funnel. Wall breakers open up the wall, and his heroes will start going in. There go his giants. He dropped them on that dark elixir collector. They move on in. He's got a rage for him. He needs that rage because they're taking a lot of fire. There's 2 archer towers, an X-bow, and an air defense, and of course the archer queen herself. So they just barely, with their last puff of breath, take her out. In the meantime, his golem and heroes have worked their way into the base, taking out the enemy clan castle, and they are going to detonate giant bombs, which was the whole point. They don't have to get the archer queen, so their only task really is to eliminate defenses and get those giant bomb sets, which they do get. Both double bomb sets, all 4 of them, and the hogs are free to romp through the base and take out the rest of the defenses. So great strategy, great way, great plan to exploit the base, that offset archer queen, and using that suicide dragon attack so that the kill squad can focus solely on eliminating the double bomb sets. And if you're able to do that, if you're able to take out all the double bombs, all the giant bombs with your kill squad, then you pretty much have the base wrapped up. There's the 3-star. Awesome job, Alex. Let's move on to OmidB versus number 11. Omid is bringing a GoHoWiWi, I guess you'd call it. Got a couple golems, hogs, and witches and wizards. Not too heavy on the wizards, but it does have a couple witches, and they're certainly going to play their role. Nice and patient. He's not breaking down the wall or putting his jump down yet. He's letting the golems soak up damage and allowing his wizards to clean that outer layer of defenses. Then he puts his jump down and lets his heroes and wizards and the witches start moving their way in. They're going to deal with the kill squad, deal with the enemy clan castle, and then start working their way into those middle compartments. This is a double jump attack, so you see he didn't place that second jump to cover all the way into the top compartment where the town hall is, because he doesn't want his kill squad to go in there. He wants them to go into that very center compartment. He doesn't want his king to get distracted going up into that other compartment, because his job is to get giant bombs right now. And you'll see those skeletons, they kind of work their way over in between the X-bow and the whiz tower and set off one of the giant bombs, which is good because he had hogs pathing there. If that giant bomb hadn't been detonated, then both of them would have gone off at once, and he would have made some bacon. So as it stands, all the defenses are down. It's just clean up. He's got his archer queen up. Still has a witch going. There's the 3-star. Awesome job. Really good one. Next up, another Alex attack. Alex crushed it this war. He is going to bring a Queen Walk coupled with a GoVaHo. He's going to work some Valks into this attack. He's got 7 Valks. His Archer Queen, I love how he executed this Queen Walk. Really, really precise. She has 4 healers to keep her up, taking a lot of damage. Right now, well, she had a cannon, an X-bow, and an archer tower on her. So he uses that rage, covers the queen and the healers, makes sure she stays at full strength. She clears out that high DPS section of the base, and now she's going to move on and deal with the kill squad. And I know I would have popped off the queen's ability right here. I would have freaked out as those loons get close. She, even with 4 healers on her, she's not going to be able to survive a couple bomb drops from those loons, but he does not use it, and she's able to get through that part while retaining her ability, which she'll use later. In the meantime, on the top part of the base, he's making that big funnel, busts down the wall and pours in his Valks and his Barbarian King. They're following that golem in. They're going to take out the Archer Queen in that top compartment. There's a lot of DPS, a cannon, 2 Teslas, 2 Archer towers. So they're just going to wipe that whole thing out. And then he's sending his hogs in. He's sending them really highly surgical, kind of from all over the place. He sent one hog in from the bottom right. It already detonated a giant bomb, just a single hog. That's going to be important here in a little while. And then he has the rest of his hogs just kind of scattered, taking out defenses one at a time. You see down there next to the clan castle that air sweeper. He's got 1 hog on there. I think another hog's going to come and join him. Oh, yeah, 2 hogs. And there's 1 giant bomb left in between those 2 defensive buildings right there where the mortar is. And since he already detonated 1 giant bomb, there's only 1 left. So the hogs were able to path through there under heal and stay alive to help with the cleanup, which actually I don't even really think that he needed. Next up, YoYo versus 15. 15's named PJ. That is not me. I was not playing for the other team. YoYo is bringing suicide dragons. He didn't really use any funnel. He placed the drag. He used one wizard above the dragons, but didn't bother with the funnel below the dragons because he dropped them in a way that they would not path to that army camp. And they fly in. They get the enemy Archer Queen. He didn't even need a rage for them. So very, very efficient. In the meantime, he's got the shattered portion of his raid going on, Shattered GoHo portion. His heroes are working their way in. They don't have to get the queen, so their only job is they're going to get the enemy Barbarian King, which is a plus, but he really just wants them to detonate giant bombs, which 3 of them go off. He's got his hogs starting to come in there on the bottom right, and they're just going to clean up those defensive buildings in support of the heroes, which are doing their thing in the middle of the base. Hogs have already eliminated quite a bit of it. All his hogs are down on the ground at this point. He has 1 more heal, and he will use it, I think, in that section over there by the dead Archer Queen. Once they pass over there, the mortar, Archer Tower, and Wizard Tower. So there goes the last heal. Both heroes are still up. He's got Wiz starting on the cleanup on the right side of the base. And there is the 3-star. Awesome job, YoYo. Next, let's take a look at YaBoy versus 18. YaBoy is bringing a Shattered GoHo, also with Suicide Drags. This is awesome when you see that he put that giant down that attracts the Archer Queen, and then one dragon immediately aggro straight onto her. No rage, 1 dragon, 1 giant. He got the Archer Queen taken care of for 25 troop space and no spells. So I'd say that's a win. In the meantime, he's got the GoHo portion of his raid starting on the top part. His heroes are working their way toward that jump. Golems are into the middle of the base. He's got a poison down there for the dragon and the loons. His rage is going to help his queen take care of those real quick. And his kill squad, or I guess his golem and heroes, their job is to get giant bombs as before. 2 of them go down. He's going to start pouring his hogs in. I can't remember. I think that those are, even though they got they got 2 giant bombs in either of those compartments. I think that those were actually giant bomb double sets. They just didn't trigger the other 2, but there's no need for hogs to path there anyway. So effectively detonated all of the giant bombs. He's got a pretty hefty kill zone down there near the town hall, but he's got a lot of hogs and a heal for the hogs, so they wipe that out real quick. Just a couple of defenses left, and it is clean up from here on out. Both heroes up. Nice whiz spread out to help with the cleanup. There's the 3-star. Just a fantastic job. Let's move on to 21. Clockwork. He is bringing a Shattered GoHo, and I like this one. He just runs it. Everything runs real smooth here. He's got 2 golems down. He's got his whiz spread out. Give him some time to clear out those trash buildings. Take a step forward to work on those defensive structures. He's got 1 whiz taking out the cannon. Archer Queen moving in. His Barbarian King's back there coming on in. Rage down to help his troops handle the enemy clan castle. And he's got a great jump. Letting his Golem and his Barbarian King move deeper into the base. And now he's got some hogs down there. Just a slow, steady deployment of the hogs. They are going to work kind of in coordination with his heroes. Heroes kind of tanking, hogs taking out those perimeter defensive structures so that they don't do too much damage to his heroes. It's just everything working really, really well. He's got pretty much all his troops are there in one bunched up group there at the bottom. His Archer Queen still up, just popped off her ability to take out the last defensive structure, and I mean, he's got like 16 hogs, something like that. Both of his heroes at full strength. It's just a tour de force with a swag heal and his poison. So it's a very, very impressive Clockwork. Good job. And lastly, let's take a look at Cameron versus 23. Cameron is bringing a low-level queen walk. He's got a level 14 queen. He's got 3 healers for her, and then he's got another healer for his golem, which he'll drop here in a little bit. So the queen's going to get down there. He dropped a couple whiz below her to help with the funnel. That's going to push her up and to the right. She's cleaning out trash buildings. Golem's down. You see that hero. Golem's taking a lot of fire. There's 2 whiz tower on him, an archer tower, and an X-bow. So that healer is going to keep the golem going as his whiz clear out the trash buildings and then step up and start working on those defensive structures. Queen is slowly making her way over there. She takes a long walk here in a second to go join up with all the rest of the troops. There's a rage down for her so that she can help deal with the enemy clan castle. And the Barbarian King and those golems, they keep stepping deeper into the base, taking out defensive buildings, and they are going to get giant bombs also. You see how he deployed his hogs. I should have commented, this is a fresh raid, so he didn't know where the giant bomb sets were. He sent his hogs in kind of from the middle instead of on the far left side, but he did send 1 hog down to test that area. A Tesla ended up popping there instead of a giant bomb. But that was a great planning. If a giant bomb had been there, that single hog would have detonated it. In the meantime, pretty much everything is all taken care of. The last defense is down. He's got both heroes up. It still has a golem. Both golems didn't break, so really crushed that base. And it is just to clean up. There's the 3-star. Awesome job, Cameron. Awesome job, everybody at PWC. I really love that we're doing these arranged wars. Some real tough competition. Having a lot of fun with them. So I hope you enjoyed it. We certainly did. And I will see you next time with the next war recap.